Hey guys, I'm Sean V. Martin, and this is Behind the Scenes of 5 Things. So you guys ask a lot of questions, and that's okay. I appreciate questions. It's the ones that are asked over and over and over again that start to get to me. Texture pack is faithful. Another common question is what kind of setup or equipment I'm using. This is my computer. It's just a Dell. I can't really tell you that much about it. It has 4 gig of RAM, if that's helpful. I'm bringing up the processor for you. I use Adobe Premiere Pro to edit. My processor is AMD Athlon 2 X4 630 processor, 2.8 gigahertz. I don't even really know what that means. But anyway, I'm running Windows 7 64-bit, which I think a lot of people will say, how are you running that and still getting such smooth quality out of your videos? I don't know. Then in the back room, there's the purple wall. This is the server. It's, I don't know. This is the server. It's just a laptop, 2 gigahertz, 3 gig of RAM. And I run a bucket server. Many people have asked me for some kind of tutorial or help or how-to run a bucket server. All I can say is there is no simple way to do it. It was very complicated to set up, and I actually had help on it. So I am not an authority on it, and I can't really help you. I'm sorry. The best I can do is tell you to look at YouTube tutorials that already exist. And then this is the other computer, another Dell. This is the one that Alicia Pez plays on when she is playing. I'm going to try and anticipate some of your questions about the server. The plugins that I run are World Edit, World Guard, and Give2. I use permissions, the plugin, to set the permissions for those plugins, and I have been told that I should probably install Command Book, that is one that I can use to control the weather and stuff, so that'll be next. These are the lights and the sound equipment that I use for shooting live action. This is a $20 condenser mic that I bought on eBay. These were given to me, these lights and the green screen, which I'm going to give you like the tour of the apartment. You can see how all these rooms connect. The green screen came with the lights, and that's what I use to make my latest special effects, like me in the savannah. Here. Okay, this is going to blow your mind. Okay, here's the green wall. This is the dining area, which used to actually look like a dining area and now looks like half of a studio. And then this is the room with that chair. Sometimes I leave the computer set up here, but sometimes I put it in the bedroom. There's the drum set, the keyboard that I'm using to make some of my new original music. And that's basically what this room looks like. Hopefully you're getting a pretty good idea of what it is now. And there's the hallway, and there's the bathroom, and here's the purple room, and there's the bed, and there's some dirty laundry. And we have 2 cats. One is fat and one is skinny, and sometimes we just call them fat and skinny, but otherwise we call this one Ang, and we call this one Appa. Yes, we realize the irony in the fact that the skinny one is named Appa and the fat one is named Ang. But the story is, when we went to the Humane League, that one was already called Ang, and we were like, hey, we're getting a cat named Ang, let's name one Appa too. And in case you don't know what I'm talking about this. Okay, nerddom over. And that one turned out being fat, and that one turned out being skinny, so I don't know. In case you're wondering about my camera itself, oh, the sound is so much better in here, isn't it? It is a Kodak ZI-8. I know you can't, it's backwards now. But it shoots up into 1080p, and it also shoots 720 at 60 frames a second. You like how you can see my eyebrows? But 60 frames a second is irrelevant when you have to deal with YouTube, which only puts videos up that are 30 frames a second. This is my fat bass, and when I say my fat bass, I mean a bass that my dad bought when he was a 15-year-old kid off of his brother, and it has no name. Someone asked me what type of bass it is. I have no idea. On the back right there it says made in Japan. I don't know if you can read that. But there's no company name of any sort. I have no idea what kind of bass it is. And it also does not tune correctly. This is an E, but when you play the octave, it plays an E sharp. This is a Fender acoustic guitar that my wife bought for me for my birthday one year. Great, great present. This is a Squier Strat that if any of you are beginners on electric, you might have one of these and the amp that it came with, which I have in my closet. I bought that off of a kid in high school when I was in 9th grade, and I only changed the strings for the first time this year. Many of you have asked exactly how I record my Minecraft videos. I use two programs. I use Fraps to capture the sound and the video, and I use Skype to chat with the people who are going to be joining me on the video. For those of you who are asking why you're having lag in Fraps, well, I downloaded it from a torrent site too first to try it out, and I had all kinds of lag going on in it. Since I bought it, $37, well worth it. You should buy it if you use it. It has given me no lag since then. Blue Sandwich wants to know if my hi-hat is loose or if I just hit it hard. Well, let's see. It's a little loose, but I do hit it pretty hard. Tom Hentz of the Hentz Review has asked me if there are any things I've wanted to make videos on that I haven't. Well, I am a big reader, and I've had less and less time to read as I've gotten busier and busier, but these are Tintin books, and there are Tintin movies coming out soon, but this was one of my favorite things when I was growing up. These are the earliest graphic novels. These were written, this is horrible, these were written, we're approaching the 100-year mark. These were written in the 30s and the 40s, and this is the whole collection here. I have almost all of them. In fact, I thought I had all of them. I'll put that back later. I thought I had all of them, but I think I'm missing a couple. So I would love to talk about Tintin in full detail sometime, Tom. Sometimes I play the drums. I had some questions about my drum playing. I have been playing my drums for 13 years. I've been playing since I was 13, and I'll be 26 in August. Before I played drums, I played piano for 8 years. I took piano lessons from the time I was 5 until I was 12. I dabble on the guitars. I'm not great. I mostly just use them to figure out how to play Coheed songs. I think of a lot of video ideas when I'm at work. I should go to work. This is my neighborhood. It's called Hershey Heritage, if you have heard of Hershey, Pennsylvania, which you probably have. There are lots of things named around here for it. And that's our apartment. The shades are drawn to keep away curious prying eyes. And there's a kitty cat. Hey, buddy. This is my car. It is a 2010 Hyundai Elantra. I replaced a 1992 Subaru station wagon with it in January, and I love this car, mostly because it has an aux-in jack that lets me listen to my cell phone. How cool is that, right? Alright, Carter, you asked me how I look into the sunlight without squinting and crying out in pain. Future's so bright, I gotta wear shades. Welcome to downtown Lancaster. Most people who are familiar with downtown Lancaster know about the Fulton. That's on Prince Street. Right across Prince Street is Prince Street Cafe, where Alicia Pez works. I was planning on eating at the cafe, but I'm not sure why Alicia wasn't there. I told her I'd be there at 9:30. I was there at 9:40, and she was not. But whatever. Plans can be adjusted. But I'm gonna answer some of your questions while I'm sitting here. I don't have the list of names of people who asked this, so I'm sorry if I'm not giving you credit, but you know what, a lot of people ask these questions. So, someone asked how long I've been making videos. If you go back to my uploaded history, the very first 5 Things episode was in June of last year. And that's pretty much as long as I've been making them. I had videos up before that, but they were mostly like family home movies and stuff like that. You guys also asked me about my experiences with video games. Minecraft in particular, I did not download until 1.2. It was when it went beta. I'm not sure exactly what lured me there finally, but I had a lot of friends who had told me about it and said I should check it out. And for some reason, one day I finally did. I watched 5 minutes of Paul Soares' Survive and Thrive, and I bought the game. And as far as video games in general, I was not allowed to own any home consoles for a very long time. My mom didn't like them. And our neighbor had a NES, and then eventually he got a Super Nintendo. And I remember playing Duck Hunt, I remember playing Mario Brothers, and then I remember loving Super Mario World. Super Mario World is still in my top 5 games of all time. And if you're wondering what my favorite game of all time is, it's Half-Life 2. I'm gonna keep eating. I'll show you guys in a minute. So I'm at my place of business. This is where I work. And we'll go in a second. It's really crowded, so hopefully I can run around undetected. But in case you've realized, I do live in Lancaster, Pennsylvania, as in the Lancaster, Pennsylvania, as in the one ridiculed by Weird Al in the video for Amish Paradise. And you haven't seen any Amish people in my videos yet? Well, you're not going to see any Amish people. But there's a horse and buggy. We have a horse tie for Amish people to park their buggies at. This is where I work. I'm a supervisor in this department, so I handle produce. That display looks nice. That one looks nice too. They're doing a good job here today without me. Avon calling. Hi.
Hi.
Hi. So when I used to live here, we got a little kitten named Tiger Lily, and she was my best friend until I moved out.
She's mad at you for leaving.
Oh. Is it okay? Oh, no. So we're at my parents' house. This is the laundry room where I was in a couple bands that used to jam in. And I would show you all of it, but man, it's a mess in here. This is my drum set. I don't have any cymbals, as you may notice. This is the only cymbal that I still have. It's a ride cymbal, and it's got a ginormous crack in it. So I don't really have access to a real drum set right now, which is why you see the electronic drum set all the time. But I do like to play it when I get the chance. Driving all over Lancaster County for you guys means that I need to stop and get gas. Pit stop. 324 divided by 11.5. Cool, I got 28 MPGs. Okay, so I wanted to take you down to my middle school and high school. They're right beside each other. And first of all, I just drove through that intersection. There was no traffic light there last time I was here. And then second, when you went through that intersection, normally you went onto this street, and this street used to go where my finger's pointing. This area, southeast Pennsylvania in general, is very rich in limestone, so we have quarries. Check this out. So this is Millersville University. This is where I spent 4 years of my life learning how to become an English teacher before I went ahead and threw it all away to try and make my dreams come true as a YouTube celebrity. My dad is laughing right now. My parents had a friend who called this place Corn Country Cambridge, and I'll show you around a little bit and you can decide whether that title is apt. That tall building over there is the Helen Ganser Library, but everyone that I know just refers to it as Helen, as in, what are you doing tonight? Oh, I'm going to be cramming at Helen. Everyone knows what you're talking about. And over there is the Student Memorial Center, aka the SMAC, and that is where I met my wife, Alicia Pez, in the radio station, WIXQ, and I would take you over there and show you, but as you can see right now, it's under construction. I didn't actually know that it was going to look like that ahead of time, so I'm not going to mess with that, and I don't think anyone who I know is there anyway. And that's it. I mean, that's all I got to show you anyway. You guys asked a lot of questions. I hope I answered them all to the best of my ability. If you have any more, please post comments and I will try to respond to all the comments that I feel are relevant and worth answering. But I really enjoyed showing you guys around. It's been 4 hours since I left the apartment, and I still have some editing to do, if you can't tell. So I'll see you guys later. Thanks for watching. I need this.